They cold, if anything. If they had this shit in California, man, nigga, you know how many niggas would be cashed out right now? You gotta find places like this. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tat BMWs, and I'm back at you with another lit video. So yeah, it is, as you can see, 1:23 in the morning. I mean, ready, let's go. You feel me? If anything, we about to hit another reaction video. I'm kind of digging this little editing shit. You feel me? It's pretty cool. As far as I'm concerned, hey, if you guys fucking with the videos, you feel me? Make sure you check out the link in the description. Everything you need is right there. If you new subscribers to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Or you new viewers to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Everything's gonna get better around here. You feel me? If anything, I'm learning the process. And as far as me talking, if y'all want to see me more hyped, you feel me? Hey, give me some videos to react to. Something that's super lit. But yeah, we about to get into this video right now. And like I was saying, your boy a little bit calm. I'm always like this. It's just me. If y'all want to see me get lit, let's go ahead and find something that's super turned up. But yeah, let's get into this video right here.
2 people in custody tonight after the FBI search of a Diamond District pawn shop. The 2 men had been buying stolen luxury items from South American theft groups and then reselling them at their store.
So the owners of this store right here are in FBI custody for allegedly working with a South American robbery crew to sell stolen items, some of which were taken from the homes of professional athletes and other wealthy individuals all across America by a gang of Chilean immigrants residing in the U.S. illegally, living out a twisted version of the American dream with the alleged help of an American business.
How you guys doing?
Body camera footage showing
I hope that the video
Chilean
don't lag. Yesterday video
was last month in Ohio, and in the trunk, a Louis Vuitton bag.
A few of the videos was lagging because I was uploading like 2 or 3 videos at a time. I don't understand why my videos. So I just got a new Wi-Fi, so that shit should be going way faster than that. But yeah, I'm over here checking it right now. Y'all shouldn't have no lag video today. It's going faster. A little bit.
Federal prosecutors say the thieves made off with roughly $300,000 in luxury items, including watches, glasses, piles of cash, and Louis Vuitton luggage. The alleged gangbangers also posed wearing the NFL stars JB9 and number 9 chain necklaces.
They come here almost exclusively to commit and engage.
My friend on Twitter. He's not.
My privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Prosecutors say in their search Tuesday, investigators found large quantities of suspected stolen property here at the pawn shop, as well as a storage facility in New Jersey, where they also found sports memorabilia and power tools that are probably used to open safes.
You feel me?
These are the individuals that wake up every day with one
Where they
intention.
from? Like Peru or something? They don't look like no Hispanics.
To make money in any way possible.
So evidence links one of the thieves busted robbing a football player's home to a pawn shop in Midtown Manhattan. But what nobody's talking about is this FBI bust reveals a shocking level of cooperation between illegal criminal gangs and New York City businesses that look and appear legitimate. And with one of these operations taken down right in the heart of Manhattan, you've got to wonder how many other predatory businesses like this are hiding in plain sight. Especially when crime statistics show New York City has experienced an astronomical rise in motor moped-related snatch and grab robberies over the last 2 years. An 8,000% rise to be exact, with criminals stealing watches, purses, bags, and other valuables from unsuspecting victims in some of the city's richest neighborhoods. Which happened last summer when thugs approached customers at restaurants, forcing them to put their Rolexes in pillowcases before speeding off.
Oh, so they on some high-powered robbery type shit.
The city also saw a rise in robberies in Central Park and in Midtown by Times Square. And when you combine those with the out-of-control shoplifting epidemic we're experiencing, a troubling picture starts to emerge of a city flooded with so many illegally stolen items that they're now being sold openly at stores on the side of the street. And that brings us to the real reason why this bust is so important. It exposes a highly profitable industry that, when combined with New York's sanctuary city status, acts as a magnet to bring the world's worst criminals to our city, where we not only allow them to hide from the federal government while they live in taxpayer-funded homeless shelters, but also the opportunity to be the worst versions of themselves, all thanks to New York's decriminalization
football stars. It's kind of crazy.
Assault, which, as you're about
they probably wait until they got their games while they all on off season or when they out at practice or something like that, whacking them real quick. Here we go with these ads.
Time to take things to the next level.
Ads seem like they love me.
And Wix was perfect for that.
Come on, bro.
This right here is the entrance of the business where this gang was allegedly able to sell off stolen property. And it's right in the heart of Midtown on 47th
So they
Street,
got a little
6th Avenue, the
black
Diamond
market
District.
pawn shop.
I got my wife's engagement ring here. Not at this place, at another place nearby. But the point is, this is an area full of legitimate businesses that have been here for decades. But hiding in plain sight was apparently a criminal operation of proportions nobody ever imagined.
Prosecutors.
The crazy part about it, if you were to go and purchase something from that pawn shop, you feel me, like some jewelry or something like that from that pawn shop, yeah, I ain't even got my, I'm talking about jewelry, I ain't even got my earrings in. Boy been sitting there looking like a clock. But yeah, if you was to go and buy something from that pawn shop and it was stolen, and then the police was to come look for you, you gonna go to jail for receiving stolen items. That's crazy. That's a crazy situation. Cause you gonna go in there and spend your hard-earned money on something that you think looks very valuable to you, and then boom, just because it's a stolen item, now you are caught up in a mix. Some bullshit. They know they wrong at this pawn shop, if anything. Because everything in there I would have probably purchased.
The men brokered the sale of countless pieces of stolen merchandise taken from across the United States by South American theft groups. The two were allegedly the middlemen, buying the loot from the thieves and selling it at their store. A customer of the pawn shop.
So what's unbelievable about this is that the store on the upper floors here, they're paying thousands of dollars a month to be right here in the middle of Manhattan, but they're selling stolen items from all across the country. But before we get into this wild story about how a gang of foreign criminals was able to break into homes all across America, it's important to understand that this collusion of legitimate businesses and unlawful residents of this country is nothing new in America's largest sanctuary city, which is home to over 400,000 people who are illegally residing in the United States, which creates a big problem. You've got a massive number of people who can't legally work yet need to feed themselves, pay rent, and buy clothing, creating an opportunity for businesses to prey upon these people or to team up with criminal gangs and then prey upon the rest of society.
A gang of Chilean migrants are accused of snapping
Chilean? What is a Chilean? You gotta look this up. Chilean. You learn something new every day with Chilean. Look at him.
JB9 and number 9 chain.
He the one. He got the most. He got all the chain on. He the one that did it.
Stolen products.
That boy hit that thing. He was like, "Hey, I'm here to block me and my boys, me and my amigos.
They knew exactly where they were going. They knew how to get
something.
And this might not be the
You gotta
first
be
celebrity's
something.
home they
You gotta
raided.
stay me.
However, the FBI says that
Hey.
stolen goods from multiple
Hey,
celebrity
you like
home
money?
invasions were being sold
like a
out
little
of this
bit of
particular
money?
business.
Okay.
The full extent to how those items got there has not yet been
I gotta
revealed
play.
by prosecutors. But the
Today.
thing that's odd about this robbery
Today.
is that these guys had no problem taking pictures and showing off all
Oh,
their
God,
loot.
they all
Either
want-
this was their first time committing this sort of crime, or they'd done so many home invasions and successful raids that they figured nothing was going to happen to them and that they were invincible. And the amount of money
No,
they
for
were
real.
making probably made them feel unstoppable.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house.
Investigators say the two men are linked to a nationwide burglary ring targeting the homes of high-profile professional athletes. That includes Kansas City Chiefs stars Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, NBA stars.
So what happened here is absolutely wild, and the details are incredibly shocking.
Damn, they were
Not
trying to get
just
Patrick
how
Mahomes'
goods were
house?
stolen from this person's
They
home,
cold.
who did the stealing and how they were offloaded right here. But this is not the only business in town which apparently has a no questions asked
Wasn't that
policy
boy just
when
up
it
in
comes
the,
to buying
in the
things
Super
that
Bowl?
walk in the door from
Damn, they
people
probably
who
was
might
just
be
trying to flock his
criminals.
shit
In fact,
while he was
everything that
while he
can
was
be
at the
stolen
game.
gets stolen and resold here. You've got bodegas selling stolen food, clothing stores reselling stolen items from places like Macy's. And if you're curious about how these gang members might have met these people, well, there's a whole bunch of stores here that all say they're willing to buy valuables that might be secondhand. These criminals could literally have just
Damn.
gone up and down the block.
So they
with
got
briefcase full of
a
stuff,
tag
selling it to
where they
people
can
until
sell
found a willing
stolen items.
accomplice. And the crazy thing is, it looks like
That's
they would
insane
have
right
gotten
there.
away with their heist if they
Let
hadn't
somebody
done
like us,
something really stupid.
Body camera footage showing 4 Chilean nationals.
Let somebody like us try to sell some stolen items. Our ass is gonna be in jail fast.
Questioned by
Fast, super
authorities this
fast.
month in
It don't make
Ohio.
no sense.
Where are you guys headed to today?
They got a whole license in the store where you can steal stolen goods. That's crazy.
Orlando, wrong way. Florida's that way.
The man in the front passenger seat wearing a Cincinnati Bengals beanie, Burrow's team, and in the trunk, a Louis Vuitton bag and a shirt from LSU, where Burrow played in
A traffic stop. These guys were brought down by bad driving. Their car was full of stolen belongings, and the officer asked them where they were going, and they said, "Oh, we're going to Florida." And the officer's like, "Guys, Florida's that way." And this is crazy. They had $300,000 worth of valuables from this guy's home. The homeowner is signed to a 5-year, $275 million contract, which had a $40 million signing bonus. So he's incredibly wealthy. And apparently his home had security guards there, but these guys got in when the shift changed, revealing an incredibly high level of sophistication to this raid. And apparently they had
These
planned
niggas
this
went up
in
there when the
advance.
shift
They didn't
changed.
have to
How long
show
is the
up,
shift
break
change?
the
Like
window
30
and
minutes?
steal whatever they
Yeah,
could
the whole
find,
2
not knowing
hours.
who it was.
That sound like
Apparently,
an
authorities
inside job to
found
me.
Photos of the home in question on their cell phones that were taken prior to the break-in. And then they discovered something else that tied them to the owners of this business right here.
There were 4 men arrested for that, and according to federal prosecutors, one of the defendants, Dejinski,
I think I'm gonna do a different type of video because shit, man, I'm hungry right now. I feel like going downstairs whipping me something. Shit, I need to start doing some cooking videos for sure, because your boy be cooking. I'm over scratching the crap
way
on my
more than
head.
some casual relationship. The people that ran this
Beanie
business
thing, I
were
just
in
threw it
direct
on.
contact with this gang that was out robbing celebrities' homes. And that could mean one of two things. It could mean that the owners of this business have the cell phone numbers of a lot of people who bring them expensive stuff. After
Damn
all,
right they
there's a
do.
lot of businesses on this
And
street that have
IDs.
rare and expensive
If they-
things. And
nah,
the last thing you
that-
want is for your
that'd be the last
customer to be
thing.
standing
Like selling
outside your
that
front
shit
door with a
in the black
briefcase
market.
full of this stuff in New York City. It would be incredibly bad for business if one of your customers was followed and tracked down while making a delivery. And if you're headed to a New York City pawn shop or jewelry exchange and you get there and the door's locked, that could be a big problem. So
Damn.
maybe the cell phone connection, not that big of a deal. Or it could mean that these guys were in cahoots and they were in contact with these criminals as they were premeditating which homes they were going to hit up. Only time will tell, however, if a business gets busted reselling knowingly stolen merch, which they may have helped the criminals steal, they could be going away for a long time. But even if they do, as we touched on earlier, the criminal element that is stealing all of this wealth is still going to be out there, which means the opportunity to profit from the sale of all those stolen items will still be there as well, and the opportunity to make money supplying these criminals with the one thing they need to do their dirty work, that's not going anywhere either.
They cold, if anything. If they had this shit in California, man, Nigga, you know how many niggas would be cashed out right now? You gotta find places like
There's
this.
a lot of people like that living in New York right now, and they need to arm themselves to get up in the morning and go about doing what they're here to do, which creates an opportunity for people in possession of things that are banned to sell them and make a lot of money because they've got a lot of customers who need those things to go about accosting others, stealing, robbing, home invading, etc. And sadly, this criminal opportunity has attracted people to New York who are just the absolute worst of the worst.
These are some of the worst criminals suspected Tren de Aragua.
Not even this damn shit. If a motherfucker do some shit like that in a different state, you gonna have to go out there to go get your shit sold. You gonna have to.
Undercover NYPD officers, police commissioner.
So in New York, you've got so many criminals that one gang can make money arming other gangs who make money using those things, stealing and exploiting the rest of the city. And apparently this recent gang bust saw 10 members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua all busted for selling weapons. And apparently these criminals had quite an arsenal of fully automatic devices, and they were also in the United States without permission. But apparently they were making money supplying New York's growing criminal underworld with the tools of its trade. And they only came here because this is a sanctuary city with soft on crime laws and a defunded police force. Something that's pretty obvious to see when you look at the statistics around.
I thought New York had a gang of police walking around and shit like that. Like, I mean, I thought, how they...
Pet crime and how it's exploded here, with snatch and grab robberies in this city going from non-existent to a daily occurrence. But apparently arming an ever-growing population of criminals here locally wasn't enough for these guys, and they were exporting their operations to other states.
Kat says their criminal activity includes other crimes, reaching further than this.
Here we go.
What?
Here we go. They don't want me to see.
Oh my God, 140.
I'm trying to learn some shit. Get your ass off the screen.
And included Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, Colorado. When confronted during a buy and bust operation, the NYPD says the gang members put up a fight. Still, detectives.
So these guys, apparently, they didn't want to go down without a fight. The police knew coming into this that these were violent criminals. But it gets even worse because look at this. One of the guys that they took down has prior arrests for weapon possession. Now that's incredibly serious. Weapons are no joke here. You're not even allowed to have them in certain parts of town. And if you get caught with an illegal one, that's a felony, which is supposed to come with prison time.
Damn.
Yet this guy somehow still had his freedom. He was living
That's why
life as
niggas
a
from New
criminal
York
without a
be
care in the
swearing they
world.
so
They were
powered
kind
up.
of backwards
If you walking around with a blower, they gonna wash you up.
Over Midtown, where I'm at right now, saying that you can't have weapons. Yet when people get caught with them, nothing happens to them. That's why you've got people that are here selling them illegally, and that's why you've got people that are using them to commit crime all over town, and apparently also in other parts of the country where they're invading the homes of wealthy individuals to rob them and then sell whatever they stole on the streets of New York.
Tren de Aragua, or TDA, is a violent gang from Venezuela. On social media, police say they display their criminal enterprise and how they're expanding day by day here in the city.
They come here.
That's crazy.
Almost exclusively.
You never know. It's always different. Like, bro, there's so many different people on this
So
earth.
there you have it. These gangs, these criminals, they didn't get here by accident. No, they came here because this is the perfect place to do what they want to do. And based on what our country's learned about some of these gangs, like this Tren de Aragua, everyone should have seen this coming. Because this one group in particular, they are human exploiters. It underpins every single crime they're involved in. And asylum seekers in New York City shelters reported being approached by gang members demanding that they join their gang and start committing crimes. Saying no would result in someone being branded an outsider, a fate nobody living in a government-funded homeless shelter that bans police from entering wants, because in these places the only morals come from the criminals that have taken them over. And of course these aren't the only criminals that have come here because of what New York City lets people get away with. We've got this theft ring of criminals from Chile who were here to do business and sell things to corrupt establishments that have a legitimate presence in this city, and we know that terror watch list suspects were apprehended at the U.S. southern border over the last few years and then disappeared into the country. This is incredibly frightening, and all of this crime and lawlessness is enabled by sanctuary city policies that bar the police here from cooperating with ICE. And when you stack on top of that our lax justice system, this entire place is just a playground for criminals to learn and perfect a trade they should never be engaged in the first place. What do you think about
That's
that?
crazy.
Are New York City's rules the reason we've got budding criminal empires sprouting up all over the place here? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
All right. Look at the dog. Shit's completely head ass. We ain't gonna do this today. So yeah, man, the video speaks for itself. I ain't really got to do too much talking. Let me go ahead and pause this. My bad, y'all. But yeah, the video speaks for itself. As you can see, man, it's crazy. All around the world, there's something going on. Man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. We can't catch a break. If you ask me, America's starting to turn to a third world country. Like, factual. It really is. But yeah, man. If you like today's video, drop a like. It's your boy Tat BMWs. If it ain't better, it's gonna get better, because it's only getting better. And we out. Peace.
Niggas always trying to kick it, I don't do the karate. She a good girl, but when she see me, bitch, she get naughty. They like what you like to do, bitch, getting bands is my hobby. Young and really have emotion, if I like it, I buy it. Pop and grind me than my brothers, if I'm riding, they ride. My little bitch should be a stylist, cause she stay throwing fits. Like Danny said, bitch, I'm from Florida, but I Cuban my wrist. I've been putting in that work, bitch, I've been dropping these hits. Now my dudes don't gotta work, because the son done got rich.